Sure. Well, I was at a school in Brownsville. Brownsville, part of Brooklyn I grew up in. It's still a very low-income area in Brooklyn. I was at PS 12, and I was invited there by the new principal. Now, she's 33 years old, Nairi Dixon. And she's turned it around from a failing school that was under review by the state, threatened with being shut down, to a school that's thriving, where kids are learning. And so you would say, well, how'd she do it? Well, she is so focused on the quality of teaching, so focused on making sure that children are on task, the adults are on task, with making sure that that is an inviting and attractive place to be, that she has really transformed the culture, gotten rid of the people who couldn't teach, because they had too many of them there before, and found ways to provide support for those who are there, and they know exactly what the kids need. And they focus on student needs, both the learning needs, but also, as important, the social needs. Hungry kids don't do that well in school. Kids who are have basic needs not being met will often not flourish. And so she has a broad view of what it takes to educate her children, and she's able to make it happen. Well, I'm not in a position of either leading a school or a district. I work as an outsider a lot of times, trying to help, trying to encourage, trying to push in some cases. And my vision, I think, comes from the fact that I get to visit lots of places, lots of schools, and both see the good and the bad, and have a sense of why the bad is so pervasive and what it might take to create more good and effective schools. And so a lot of my work involves trying to help, particularly the leaders, have develop a vision that's clear and compelling, but also try to inspire teachers so that they understand that the problem is not the kids, the problem is their ability to teach the kids. And I think if you can put the onus back on them so that they have a sense of pride and responsibility in what they do, that teaching will be a lot more effective. Now, the other side of that is not everybody can be a good teacher. And part of what we also have to do is let people know that sometimes they need to find other work because they're just not cut out for it. So. Well, you have so many examples of leaders who are not effective. You have people who are too punitive, so that if a teacher asks for help, that's used against them. So rather than saying, I need help with something, they will just close the door and fake it because they don't want to have someone penalize them. You have leaders who are lazy. They sit in their office and they act as though you can provide leadership from their office, and that never works. You have leaders who don't delegate, don't share the leadership. So they put in lots of hours, they try to make it all happen, but schools are too large and complex for them to be everywhere. And the best leaders know how to share that responsibilities with others. So the most important thing, I think, for a principal to realize is that the most important work occurring in the school is in the classroom. And since they're not in classrooms, their primary job is to support their teachers and to create the conditions that allow their teachers to be successful, which means making sure that there are adequate supplies, that the building is running smoothly, that discipline and order are maintained, and that parents and the community are engaged. And those are really important roles for principals to take on.
Students would rather watch a big think video than sit and read a long page of text in a textbook.
They have an opportunity to get the information that they wouldn't necessarily otherwise have.
We're using the technologies to connect, to learn.
Students can participate by using the internet to their advantage.